Did you know that if you push Skelly out into the Tartarus viewpoint and look out at the city with Skelly beside you, nothing happens? I know, right? It is very disappointing. But he does give short comments.
Kinda stuck here, pal.
Welcome to my second video with some obscure facts about Hades. Except, one of these facts is going to be a fake. And I have a proposition for you. If you can correctly guess which one is fake, then you can leave a dislike and a mean comment in my comment section. But, if you can't guess which one is fake, then you have to like and subscribe. So, good luck. If you've used the Pact of Punishment, Megara has probably already noticed.
What have you done with the pact, Zagreus? This isn't even Asphodel, and I can barely tolerate the heat.
One of the pact's extreme measures makes multiple Fury Sisters appear during the Tartarus boss fight. This opens up a slew of unique interactions between them.
He's here, Alecto. Tiss, let's get him now.
But what I was most impressed by is that Meg will not only comment on which pacts you've used, but she'll even notice if you turn extreme measures off after using it.
Ugh, I almost want to thank you, Zagreus. I thought you'd never change that blasted pact and leave me here in peace.
I used to think that a wall slam was a flat damage addition, but it's actually a formula that calculates momentum and distance from the wall, and it scales depending on how far into the run you are. So there's wall slam, then there's body slam, where you hit them into another enemy, and then there's cornered, which is when they hit two walls at the same time, though it seems to trigger when they're pushed into gaps and ledges as well. If you gift certain characters enough times, you can start a romantic relationship with them. And although Zagreus and his partner is usually pretty clear about it being on the down low, they want it to be a private affair, Aphrodite always seems to know which of the characters you're trying to court.
I sense you finally acted on your pent-up passion for the Fury Megara, yes, little godling? These types of things, they don't escape my notice, and they're always so enjoyable to see. Dearest, if my perfectly developed senses are correct, then you appear to be quite smitten with a little gorgon that you've met down there. Why, that must be adorable, if rather strange. So my heart tells me that you've developed quite the bond with Moody Thanatos, haven't you there? I always figured that his brooding quality was just an act.
Hang on to this for me.
Speaking of Olympian gods keeping records of you, Ares is of course keeping track of his favorite thing too. You've probably checked the pool in your room, which displays your total kill count across all your runs. Well, it looks like Ares might be checking it too, because he seems to know exactly how many kills you have.
Did you happen to know, my kin, that you have slain more than 100 foes since you began your quest? You have, for I am keeping count, and I am most impressed.
Turns out that he keeps track of up to 10,000 kills.
10,000 souls have fallen to you now, my hellborn kin. I am rather beside myself, I must admit. Fine work.
Lord Ares.
If you've played any of the other games made by the team who made Hades, you've probably heard Logan Cunningham's voice before. He played a huge role in the storytelling of Bastion, Transistor, and Pyre, which are all amazing games. Go check them out, but let's get back to Hades. Logan, as the star voice actor, is Hades himself.
What news,
Darkness
boy?
gave me strength.
But did you know that he is also Poseidon?
Oi there, little Hades.
And Achilles?
Keep at it, lad.
And Asterius the Bull?
You talk too much, short one.
And Charon the Boatman? And the narrator.
Few tales are told of Hades.
If you're ever afraid that you're missing a fishing spot after an encounter, just listen for the ding. In this next room, if I didn't hear the ding, I would have totally missed it. During the Theseus Bull boss fight, most of the crowd is cheering for them. But if you look in the top left corner of the arena, you'll notice a single shade dressed in red cheering for you. They're even holding up your banner.
Got them again, my shade.
You can also find this banner in the bull boss fight. It will be on either the left or the right side, and the shade isn't there. Once you've beaten the game a couple times and gifted Skelly enough to get his companion, he gets some new voice lines when you kill him.
Right in the pelvis. It weighs an awful lot too.
Most of the well-played have probably come across this, but here's a tip for the newer players. If you see a sack of money behind Charon, you can steal it and initiate a secret boss fight with him.
We had a little fight. To the death, I mean.
Why would you fathom such a ruinous idea, child?
This boss fight is not for the faint of heart. He can catch you before your build is complete, earlier in the run, and just absolutely ruin your run. So only go into this if you have a couple death defiances.
Oh, you.
As you talk to Dusa more, you'll realize she doesn't really talk about her past. Even her codex entry doesn't have much info about it, saying that she has never been forthcoming about the circumstances that led her here. Well, for those of you who have been playing the game blindfolded and deaf, she is Medusa. Maid Dusa. Medusa. In Greek mythology, Medusa's head was cut off, which is why she's just a floating head, and her blood created serpents upon touching the earth, which translates to the Gorgons in-game. Alright, and this is the end of the video, so I must reveal to you, the fake is... Number 8. Skelly does not actually talk about his heavy pelvis. I feel like that one is too obvious. Hopefully I don't get too many dislikes. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Big pelvis.